There we go. All right. We intentionally left an easy fight to start and warm us up. And it's Mega Chomp, right? Mega Dual Chop. Mega Chomp, Dual Chop, KO's Drud. Tailwind is not up. Fast kill U2. We get Marowak, Earthquake always. On that Earthquake, we go to Lucha, right? Brain. Go to Halucha. Give it the Flying Gem. Click Encore. Can't switch. Click CC. Or do we click me first? I think we click me first. We do me first, Earthquake. We Earthquake twice. He's Shell Armor, he's Battle Armor, so we can't crit him. Oh, so we could just close combat. Doesn't really matter. Then we switch to Crow. And Crow out damages Turtonator at full. So we just get outspeed Shiftry Leaf Storm. So we can Zoom Lens Knockoff. With Knockoff, chip damage, we go to Orbital, we click the U-turn button. Shiftry dies, we're faster. And then we just kill. You can't boom. Dragon Pulse doesn't kill us if you Quick Claws. Could also just use Aurorus for the same job and safely win. All right, then who do we bring just in case? Think Gliscor is just like a generally good bring. That's probably Ape is a generally good bring. Garchomp Bite. have the flying gem? Surely I do. I haven't used it. Did I just not pick it up? It's this way. Isn't flying gem down here? But I did grab it. Oh, I didn't have it. Look at that. Look at that, chat. All right, fight one of the night. Let's get in there. Mega Garchomp. First appearance, I think. Marowak. Earthquake. Encore. Me first. Me first again. Encore. Go Honchkrow. He can't switch. We just knock off. Marowak dies. We get Shiftry. Shiftry can't really damage me, which is funny to say because we have 52 defense. But it's always Leaf Storm. We want to knock off the Bright Powder. We're holding Zoom Lens and we're slower. We don't care about the knockoff part. We just need the chip. Bye-bye, Bright Powder. Then we go to Compound Eyes Orbeetle. This is always Leaf Blade, right? No, it's Leaf Blade or Low Kick. It's just never Night Slash. But we take random move here. We outspeed and we KO with U-turn. And then we go back to Chomp? Or do we give this kill to Aurorus? I mean, it's either one. I want to give it to Aurorus. Just make sure I'm Hearthstone. Man. Nice quick claw. Bye-bye, Turtonator. Speed up is too fast. Too much early game speed up. There we go. Let's get back to 4 times speed. All right, next fight. Colossal. Quick Claw, Colossal lead, which just means we have to presume rocks can go up. We want to lead Surf, Mega Blastoise. Base Stoise always baits Stone Edge, not Burn Ups, which means that we will always kill. We do have to remember to teach Surf. He dies, rocks can be up. If he doesn't rocks and he Stone Edges me, doesn't matter what happens, it's always Dracozolt Volbeak. There's no variance here. Because the stuff that outspeeds me doesn't do that much damage to me. Nothing else does 50%. So we always get Dracozolt Volbeak. We just go to Chomp. Chomp kills with Earthquake, which I think I do have to, like, Muscle Band for. Yeah, okay. I Muscle Band Earthquake. I show Fast Kill to you. I out damage you. So we get first outspeed Talonflame for Brave Bird Will-O-Wisp. Don't really care. We go to Tyranitar. With a Rost, I guess. Yeah, Rost. T-Tar means no setup. That works. Should get us always superpower, no problem. Regardless of health. Yup. If we want, we just go back to Chomp. We can actually go back to Chomp on kind of random move, which is crazy. And then I think we have hard counters for Solrock as well. Smart Strike Cat, because we already have a flex slot here. Yeah, Rostberry, Smart Strike Cat just wins and baits Stone Edge so we can't flinch. And then we bring 2 backup Pokemon. Right, I guess we bring 1, we'll bring Aurorus as backup for Talonflame. And then we'll bring, I don't know. Anybody else have a sure hit move already? No, but we can bring Caporaja. Muscle Band Chomp. Mega Blastoise with Surf. Let's do that. Muscle Band U. I guess your zoom lens. I remember the first time coming to this fight, thinking it was hard. It is not. It can be awkward for boxes. Don't get me wrong. But it's not hard. We taught Surf, we taught Smart Strike. Surf, Muscle Band. We do have Rock Tomb still, right? No, we have. Oh, I haven't gotten to that fight yet. Sorry. I don't care with Muscle Band, but let's put Iron Head back. Okay, Iron Head is fine. We still show killing rolls with Muscle Band to Talonflame. Zoom Lens, whatever. We want to be Frostberry here. Citrus there, Frost there. Okay. Okay. All right. Looks good. All right. Will we have rocks up or not? Had almost every Quick Claw activate. There we go. Finally, one doesn't. Okay. We are dead to top roll of unboosted Dracozolt Bulk Beak. There's no overlap. This is always Bolt Beak. Muscle Band Earthquake always kills. We're faster. Out damage everything. We get first outspeed Talonflame. Talonflame sees that we have a killing roll with Outrage, so it will not set up this turn. It can Willow. Pretty likely to Willow. No, it's not, right? It's like +6. Just take a Brave Bird. Okay. This is Focus Band. It doesn't matter. There's a Willow. There's a Band. This guy's a bum. It doesn't matter. There's Brave Bird. He dies to his own recoil. T-Tar is killed by Flarion's superpower. Just go back to Chomp. Take nothing. Not nothing. Take quite a bit. But don't care. There's Rough Skin. There's Guts. Earthquake kills. And then only Soul Rock last. And Soul Rock, I don't even think can kill me. So we can stay in for one just to like not switch on a Wisp. He can't boom. He's Bright Powder. We can flinch him. We don't. Rough Skin W. Go to Zerker. And then this is Wisp or Willow or Rossberry, but sorry, not Whisper, Willow, Whisper, Stone Edge. That was riskless with or without rocks, or attack turn 1. A rare riskless Colossal. Apparently that's why you take Blastoise. Chomp didn't hurt either. Okay, next is what? The double. Oh boy, oh boy. This one was a calculus cook. Let's see how it looks now with some time and distance. Pretty sure this was a Rock Tomb Mega Chomp line. Okay. So I think it was Swampert leveled up, which he already is. Pre-damaged for Flamethrower, Mineral. Yeah, okay. So Swampert, let's see, if we are 97, take regular poison. $32. Perfect. It works perfectly. Great. So regular Swampert with a bulky berry and regular poison, pre-damaged at 97, always works. So turn 1, we bait Flamethrower and Psychic Solar Beam from eggs. We protect, we KO the eggs, Poison Tick happens, we berry up. We're now out of Flamethrower range on the Ninetales. We share a move with Ninetales, so it'll click Imprison. We go to and we get Solar Beam on the other slot. We go to I think it's Lucha. Oh, right. This is where we have to determine if Wild Charge is okay. So for now, I'll say it's Lucha. Lucha goes for the Swampert slot and Infernape on the Delphox slot. Imprison fails. Lucha takes Solar Beam. And then we fake out the Jump Pluff, and we make sure that we are unburdened. So we'll be itemless. And we're going to Encore Imprison. Then Jump Pluff's going to be dead to Acrobatics after Fake Out and Sash Broken. And Ape gets a free switch. On the free switch, I think this is where I go Chomp. I go to Chomp with Rock Tomb. Chomp gets intimidated, and so does Lucha. But importantly, Chomp isn't dead to anything from Arcanine, even in base form. And we're also not dead to Ninetales for later. Okay. So Chomp comes in, gets intimidated. And Rock Tomb, even with Minroll crit into Minroll -1 Earthquake, kills through Iapapa because we do more than 150. And Minroll Rock Tomb into Minroll Earthquake at -1 also always kills through Iapapa and will be faster. So we can Rock Tomb, and we're also going to get Wild Charge Flare Blitz, which further helps our range a little bit. Well, it's not a range. Tyrantrum takes that double up, but we need to always bait Scorching Sands because Encore is going to end. Right? We encored, then we switched again. So that's our 3 turns of Encore. So what we need to do is be dead to Scorching Sands plus Minroll of Wild Charge, and make sure that we're still not dead if we get max roll crit by Flare Blitz. So Scorching Sands, 112 plus 22. That's 134. 134 minus 59 is 75. It works out. Okay. So 134 Tyrantrum takes an Arcanine attack, baits Scorching Sands, and then we go Lucha, and we Earthquake. -1 Earthquake from Chomp. Never kills Ninetales. Scorching Sands whiffs into Lucha. I'm sorry, not never kills. Never kills without crit. And then we just have to figure out the finish. So Arcanine's always dead. We have a -1 Chomp. And let's figure out this endgame. Endgame scenario 1 is the most... first thing would be Lucha has fast kill into Ninetales, and Lucha has taken a single Air Slash. Okay, I think in that version of the world, what does Lucha bait? And it's this slot 1 Lucha. Lucha's coming in on Tyrantrum slot. No, it'd be slot 2 Lucha. Okay. So it's slot 1 Chomp. Full HP slot 1 -1 Chomp baits what if we crit? Chomp would just bait outspeed Miltank. Okay. And I think if it's Miltank, we just go to our full HP Ape. And we click fake out CC, 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 and we don't really care. And even if it curses, we can encore the curse. We really, really, really don't care. Actually, we probably have to switch out on the return, but we're going to Ape, so we don't care. So if we switch out on return, we can like fake out Flamethrower and then close combat overheat, and we're faster with both. We are 1 speed point faster. And then Donphan's in the back, and Donphan's gonna die to close combat plus overheat as long as we don't over boost our close combat. Yeah, okay, sick. And then, so if we crit kill with Chomp, we're cool. If we don't kill with Chomp, then we have Acrobatics kill. Always? Yes? Yeah. Okay, so we get Acrobatics kill. If we have Acrobatics kill, we usually outdamage Miltank. It's the one I kind of got to figure out. Well, if it's Ape, if Ape's on the Ape comes on the field and Donphan is up, it doesn't. Donphan gets faked out, dies to overheat, and I can just pivot to somebody else. And if it's, I can pivot to somebody else, and then I can pivot back, and that's double CC. If it's Miltank, then I have fake out, go Delphox. All right, so I do think, despite the fact that I have to 6 slot the right side, that it's gonna be fine. I just have to position the end game properly. In this fight and getting the imprison turn is why I dropped Psychic and kept Flamethrower on Delphox. I might use a Psychic TM later, though, to do the same thing in Moss Deep City if we get there. I think Citrus is fine on this guy. Yeah, it's just fine. Okay, we do need a bulky berry on this guy and very specific pre-damage and poison. Okay, and then this needs to be pre-freeze Aspir nonsense. no item on you. And we'll just go citrus on you. Because we don't want to boost CC damage specifically. Your Garchompite and Rock Tomb. Goodbye, Ironhead. Yeah, we just got to do the pre-everything once we get there. I've always loved this fight. This one was the hardest one for me to cook yet, and I still love it. Okay. Pre-damage you to 94, I think it was. Also works, but it's 97. Okay. Let's double check that range. 261 divided by 8, 32. 97 minus 32 is 65. 65 times 4 is less than 261, so therefore I will be less than 25%. Beautiful. Regular poison. And then we need to pre-para the Lucha, I believe. Because I'm holding a cherry berry. Let's check all that. Pre-regular poison, Agua Berry, protect. Flamethrower is shared. Fast kill turn 1. Cherry para, perfect. There's no unnerve. We've accounted for intimidate. Taught the Rock Tomb. I think we're cool. All right, I'm not sure we have anybody in chat. But this is a good one, chat. This is a nice line. Ninetales and Executor, and we have Swampert across from Eggy. This is all perfect. Sun is up. We're in doubles. Lovely. This turn, it's double fast kill with single target move into Swampert, which means we can click Flamethrower and we can KO this Executor. click Protect. Psychic or Solar Beam. Yep. Flamethrower. Yep. You're dead. Yep. So we wanted to get the single target Ninetales this turn. Specifically, it was really hard to get this plus Imprison turn 2. Should get pre-tox, yeah, pre-poison, plus Iapapa. We heal out of Air Slash range. We heal out of Bitter. Doesn't matter. We're not clicking another move. I didn't check because I knew it didn't matter. Jump Bluff is clicking Solar Beam this turn. Ninetales sees +9 Imprison because of shared Flamethrower with Delphox. This turn, we want Ape to take no damage, so that comes in for Delphox. And Hawlucha is okay to take a Solar Beam. So we do that for Swampert. Fast Lucha. Big Beamer. Crit, shouldn't matter. Imprison fails. Okay. This turn, we speed tie the Jump Bluff. And Jump Bluff can kill Lucha because of the crit. We don't want it to do anything. We want to break its sash, so we click Fake Out. And then we want Ninetales to spam Imprison, so we Encore it. Beautiful. It's Encore turn 1. Okay. Ape is free to switch this turn. Because we no longer have an item, Acrobatics after Fake Out Chip will KO. We go Garchomp. We Acrobatics fast kill the Jump Bluff. I should be Rostberry on Tyrantrum. I can get punished by max roll crit. Or some rolls of crit burn Flare Blitz, so let's not see that. This turn I need to Mega and Rock Tomb the Arcanine for speed control. This is the final turn of Imprison. It's a shame. It was riskless in planning. I just forgot the item. Wild Charge. Sweet. Okay, that's enough chip on Arcanine. Now Encore is over, and Scorching Sands, min roll is 112, so we're always getting fast kill Scorching Sands into Tyrantrum. Arcanine always dies to spread damage -1 Earthquake, because Garchomp has a billion attack. And we're faster. So we switch in a Flying type, immune to our Earthquake and Scorching Sands. We can crit kill here. Bye-bye Arcanine. And now I'm itemless Lucha. I'm faster without Unburden. And I kill with Acrobatics. 149 HP. I'm not dead to Stone Edge. Oh, it doesn't matter. That's the wrong diagonal. I'm looking at Lucha like it matters. When I switch Ape in, Ape, because of Sturdy and because I'm not damage boost, Ape actually doesn't show a kill to either one. It should go slow kill Don Fan on Ape. Bye-bye, Ninetales. Great, we get Don Fan. For Don Fan, we just fake out. And I think I just kind of waste a turn here. I don't think Acro matters. Can I safely Acro here? 15 plus 47 is not 75. Second question, do I outspeed Miltank with both? Yes. Okay, so we just fake out and we Acro. Very nice. Now we're going to overheat and we're going to Encore fail on the Don Fan. Oh, Ape's faster, so it doesn't matter. But you die. Encore fails. Now we get Miltank. We double CC. Hard Cook looked easy in the end. All right, next fight. Oh, this one I don't have solved. I think it's another where I just let rocks go up and ignore the hacks items. Funny enough. Okay, so step one, I believe, was double magnet volt switch. Do I even need magnet? Oh, this is right, because I kill. Yeah, I kill with like one roll of Thunderbolt. Right. Yeah, okay, so we do. We double magnet volt switch. We need a pivot on somebody. I think I was just saying this is Delphox. Delphox confirms Air Slash. We go back. We volt switch again. Always dies. No recovery. We get to choose our switch in. And I think this is... I have to look closer at this. I was saying this is Trev's move into Shine. Because Iron Ball Trev... Could it be Iron Ball? I think it would be Iron Ball. Iron Ball Trevenant at 95% baits Phantom Force from fast Elmise. So he Phantom Forces, we disappear, he whiffs, we hit him. We repeat that twice. Phantom Force is not supposed to hit me while I'm invulnerable. If it does, I'll probably just recook it. And then we're at 95% HP. This is Bright Powder Seismitoad, but I think we just click Horn Leech. Because we'll have, especially with Stealth Rocks, very likely, and Sludge Wave Poison only 10%. Like, we're so likely to just kill this and finish it full. The downside is both rocks being up and Slowbro able to click Calm Mind. And because of our... Oh, actually, no. With our HP stat, from 95%, we could Woodhammer to be kind of dead. I don't think that's correct because of Bright Powder, though. So we Horn Leech. It's nice to get the little chain and have 3 slots for 2 Mons, but it's 3 slots for 2 Mons with rocks up. Delphox does wall this. That's funny. I never looked at Maractus before. Oh, alright, but Calm Mind. Right, we have to assume this stuff. So we assume that we've taken a Dazzling Gleam crit here for 22%, and then we've taken 25% from rocks. And then the worst case is actually taking like Flamethrower into Psychic Drop. But we'll assume +1 Spadeath. So we can do 19% with Overheat. And we can always be just baiting Psychic. We go to Haunch Crow. What's the problem? The problem is it could be +1 special attack and have a Quick Claw. We don't want a Magic Room because we turn off our ability to like hold Rost per se. But we would just die to rocks +1 Flamethrower crit. There's nothing I can really do about that, and I want 2 slots for the Electrode. So, do I just stay in 1 turn? Maybe I just Horn Leech for a turn. Presuming I'm full, but this isn't safe still. Even though I like dealing with the anchor this way. What else could we do? This is the only fight I'm not satisfied with. So let's not be rash. Again, when am I going to offend all my viewers? I don't have any. Alright, we're slower with Rose, slower with Nito. I could kill with Lazzle. And Lazzle would just bait Seismitoad. For maybe rocks, so that stinks. I think it's definitely better to do the U-turn thing. The problem is that I can't deal with Slowbro very well. Okay. Kill Delmise. We can't bait Delmise. So what could Volcarona bait? I'm not even sure. I think it would just bait Electrode. Hold on. Can Trevenant be... Can I just do Trevenant to get Bro next? Right, because if Trevenant is... Let's see. I'd have to, like, Iron Ball pre-toxic. That's so weird. I wouldn't necessarily need a pre-toxic. I'd like Sticky Barb. No, Iron Ball helps. Right. Iron Ball helps. So if I would switch in, I'd take one turn of poison. I'd Phantom Force, take another. Hit him, take a third. Hit him, take a fourth. I'd take 5 turns. So I'd be at 30-something%. Which means I'd be getting 50-50 Psychic Flamethrower if I wanted to use Trevenant. And I'm taking more if I pre-toxic. What would that mean? That would mean like Tyranitar? Tyranitar, because I kept Payback, doesn't even show fast 2-shot. And can get burnt. So I can't really go damage boost unless it's a pure pivot, removing one of my checks to Electrode. That sucks. I don't like that. Okay. What if... Can I like... No, you bait Anchor Shot too. So the overlap is what's stopping me from the forces of the Phantom variety. Holy Gliscor. Electrode, you are just not good at dealing damage, my man. Maybe that's the play, is to just get early Electrode. we have something that baits early electrode? Nothing ever definitely kills it is the problem. Yeah, we don't have any own tempo, no. Excuse me. Man, tired hit fast. If I don't find anything better, I'm just running the ones with what's his face, Murkrow buddy. I can get guaranteed anchor shot and then KO. And then what happens to Volcarona after an anchor shot and an overheat to -2? We'll get Seismitoad for whatever it wants. And then this would be a Magical Leaf play, but I haven't taught anybody Magical. I could teach you Magical Leaf. Probably kill. I'm never clicking Energy Ball again. Oh, you didn't kill with Magical Leaf, you bum. Okay, but we're slower naturally. Alright. Phantom Force hits behind Protect, so I can't just cheese it. Okay, what other options do we have? Guide is slow grow even in Mega form. run the ones. I'm pretty sure this is how Phantom Force on Phantom Force works, but I'll recook if I have to. We say Tyrantrum is the last guy. No, I think it's you. Or maybe it's Garchomp, because Garchomp does better as a backup into Slowbro. Yeah. Magnet there. Citrus there. Black glasses. I don't think black glasses matter. I think Rost is actually better for us. And then your Iron Ball. And then Trevenant needs to be 228 HP. All right. And we just ignore the bright powders and kind of the quick claw. Yep. W bad plan. All right, turn one. Volt switch. Go to Delphox. Tank a Dazzling. Usually crits. Yep. We go back here. Take usually Air Slash. Yep. Volt Switch kills. Go to Iron Ball Trevenant, which should bait Delmise for fast kill. Delmise clicks Phantom Force. We click Phantom Force. Delmise misses. We hit. And we try again. Hey, Delmise, why don't you click Phantom Force? Bozo. Dead Delmise. We outdamage everybody. So we get party order. Seismitoad for +9 rocks. It's Bright Powder. We get rocks. We hit through. All right. W, huge Trevenant data. We get Slowbro. Slowbro can set up this turn. But we're never dead. We just click another Horn Leech. Flamethrower Burn would be the worst, but we are Natural Cure, so we would only be burnt. Oh! Was that max roll crit? Holy. Terrifying. Okay, this is why we went Rost, by the way, on our Honchkrow. Yikes. I just want to know what that was. We went down to 17 HP. So we took 220. That was literally max roll crit. Dear God. At 84 HP, this is now Flamethrower Grass Knot. Yikes. Go here, we take rocks plus Flamethrower. And I did go Rost. We're never dead. Yeah, that's the worst case. And then Sucker Punch out prioritizes Quick Claw, which he doesn't get. 96 HP, only thing left is Bright Powder Trode at 96 HP. This is always Thunderbolt, which means we start with Garchomp. Okay. Swagger misses. Earthquake hits. That's a dead Electrode. We were Persum, so we had to miss the Bright Powder anyway. Alright, that one was a little bit risky, but expected result was definitely what we got. And in honor of Ben, we're given some nicknames when Pokemon do cool things. Next, Sill Valley fight. This one's fun. Okay. There is a Pokemon with a grass move, so we will lead Swampert. We will bait that grass move, and we will Encore it because we have Salazzle. So, Turn 1, switch on Grass Pledge. Salazzle clicks Encore. Salazzle clicks Toxic. Salazzle clicks on Toxic again, clicks Encore. It dies in 6 turns, right? And then we go... Where are you? Volcarona. We go Lagging Tail Volcarona on Grass Pledge. We slow U-turn, which does more than a Toxic Tick. And then we protect, and it dies. Right? Encore, sorry. Toxic, Toxic, Encore, switch, U-turn, protect. Well, I don't count like that, but yes, 6 turns. I think it technically can die, should die after 5 with the U-turn, but we've got protect to bail us out, so I think it's totally fine. And then what happens? Well, then we have Swampert dead to Grass Knot on the field. So we bait Zoroark, we get a grass move, we encore a grass move. Shocker, I know. I'm as shocked as you are. And we go Lagging Tail U-turn. So we encore, we go to Volk, we Lagging Tail U-turn. And then we burn a turn with Salazzle, we reset the Encore, and then we do the same thing again. So Zoroark's dead on a turn move, we can send in whatever we want. And the thing I want to send in is Zoomlens Heracross Burnt. Zoomlens Hera shows fast kill or slow kill to everybody, so we can tank a Fire Punch plus 2 burn ticks, never die, click close combat, and get random-ish move Skuntank. And then Skuntank can Bright Powder us to death, but we have a bunch of things that kind of wall it. So between Garchomp and Crook, I think we're good. Are those the two? Is there somebody else that kind of walls you? Nidoking walls you, that's funny. Yeah, low-key Nidoking is better than Crook here. Yup, okay. Right, would be slower, that's why. Would it make sense? Hold on. If I turned off only if I had Tailwind on a U-turn guy. Oh, isn't the other guy actually... you, because you just take nothing? Yeah. It's not even Chomp. Because Tyranitar is taking a laughable amount from this gun tank. Right, and I even have Pert as well. And then Swampert does need to be pre-damaged to be dead to Grass Pledge, which is 220. Okay. Okay, there's Swampert. Oh, he's Grass Pledge. Encore. Toxic. Toxic. Encore. Go to Volk. Take nothing. Slow U-turn. Go back. Should die here. It doesn't. So we protect. And he dies. Gets Gun Tank. Oh wait, it's not. It's Zoroark. No way. Why don't you grass move, buddy? We're still faster. No need to Toxic this time. Go to Volcarona. Take the second Grass Knot. Slow U-turn. Take the third Grass Knot. Lagging Tail plus Encore is so nice. Encore ends. Here's another. Crit. Volcarona. Go here. Get Flygon. We are Zoom Lens. Close combat just kills. We never die to Fire Punch. We're already burnt. Flygon down. Random moves. Gun Tank, never boom with Bright Powder. We start with you. Worst case is status right away. Doesn't happen. The Screech. Screech does have accuracy in base game. Does it have accuracy here? It does. So it's not better. It's better to just Earthquake twice. Your Wide Lens. Oh, I had doubles on. That's funny. And they said Tyranitar wasn't good. Okay, there's a TM for us over here. Next. The Wheezing Fight in Misty Terrain. This one's funny. I think we got some sauce for this one. This is another Tyranitar W. Good job, Nidoking. Way to be there. Way to be there, buddy. All right. All right, so we can just leave Volcarona, and we can Charcoal Overheat. From full, we don't, nobody sees kill. But that's a dead Glizzy. And then we are outdamaged by Muck. We are outdamaged by Cinderace and outsped. We are outdamaged by everybody. So we get first outspeed, Cinderace. Cinderace activates Misty Seed, which means Acro always kills. And it's 1+1 Spadef. On boosted Acro, we go to Sticky Barb Tyrantrum. We bait always Low Kick. He'll be a flying type, which is weak to Head Smash, so he'll always see that we kill it and can't bulk up. And then we go to Lucha. Right? And we get our Lucha Unburdened. Where are you? Lucha, 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 Lucha. Where are you, you cheating broken Pokemon? Alright, we go here. We can take 5 crit low kicks. Or we would die to 5 max roll crit low kicks. Which I think we're calling fiction. So, Sticky Barb delivered to Sticky Barb turn 1, 231. Is not divisible by 8. So he'll have 7 HP after 8 turns, takes 9 to kill him. So turn 1, Tyrantrum. Turn 2, we go to Lucha. That's 2 ticks. We take a low kick. Turn 3, we encore. It takes a 3rd tick. We encore again. We take a 4th tick. Encore. We take he takes a 5th. Encore ends. We encore one last time. That means we're taking 6 of these. That's a lot with no HP. We are slower. I don't know if that's really supportable, even though it's funny. And then, so let's pretend that that works. Because maybe I just have to do some pivoting around. Right, if it's deliver, maybe it's deliver. So it's deliver 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But when you get the sticky barb, and are a fighting type, we wouldn't show kill yet. Okay. You don't need to. All right, so we got to do a little bit of math here. We want to stall 8 turns, and then we want to get Gliscor in on a low kick. Because we can U-turn. And even if we get burnt as a flying type, itemless Gliscor, burnt by a Pyro Ball. First of all, we always live double crits. U-turn on burnt does 11 HP. We would get the citrus back on a resisted burnt move. Sorry, get the sticky barb back, KO with U-turn. On the U-turn KO, we can go to Rock Gem Tyranitar. And Rock Gem Tyranitar out damages both Mons and outspeeds both. So we'll get Muck. We will Earthquake twice. He can't Shuka Berry because of Unnerve. He can't Knock Off because of it's just not high enough damage. And we live Boom turn 1. We KO him in 2 turns. And then Tyranitar also makes Psychic impossible, so Auroras can win with Never Melt Ice. Living double crit plus Quick Claw. So the only question is, can I use Lucha Friends to get my 8 turns of Sticky Barb and get the Sticky Barb back? Turn 1 we deliver, it's 1/8, we always show kill. Turn 2 we go to Lucha. This would be, and we have to keep in mind that we don't get to Encore with Lucha later. It's kind of like a... So I think we would go to Lucha, get Unburdened, we would Encore right away. What's up, Spirit? Welcome in. How are you tonight? I'm trying to figure out 8 turns of Sticky Barb on this Cinderace. Do I need Sticky Barb? I do, because I want the U-turn kill. Right. That's how I do Riskless Muck. Okay. Tyrantrum, turn 1. Lucha turn 2, Encore turn 3. Go. Oh, right. We don't want early U because then we can get pursuit trapped. Okay. If we switch in Encore, 4 times, we take 5 hits. Delightful flying home tomorrow, then attempting entire Tate and Liza split in one day Sunday. Oh my god. What a day it'll be. I know you've been cooking and cooking and cooking and cooking. But first, fly safe. You gotta be so ready to run those. Switch in, click 4 Encore, so I'm taking 5 low kicks. I think I can take 5 low kicks. Right, switch in, Encore, sets Encore. Turn 1, turn 2, turn 3, Encore ends, turn 4. I think I can do it. I think we just spam Encore. After the second Encore is set. Oh, I think I just need a Volk pivot. So, deliver Sticky Barb is 1 tick. Switch in is 2 ticks. Encore is 6 ticks. Encore's just set up. We go Volcarona 7 ticks. We go Gliscor 8 ticks. We take a Pyro Ball. We U-turn KO. We get the Sticky Barb back. Surely I don't just wipe because I missed something obvious. In fairness, that can happen to all of us regardless of whether or not we pre-cooked it for a month. It's usually the simplest error. Okay, must be itemless Gliscor or we lose our Sticky Barb. Speaking of small errors. Never melt. This is Rock Gem. Don't believe I use. Rock Gem is letting us conserve Screech on our set, which we are using for a later battle. We will... Unburden should still activate despite Misty Terrain. Misty Terrain doesn't heal your status, it just prevents status. So pre-freeze Aspire will work. Your itemless for sure, your Sticky Barb for sure. And you are Charcoal. Okay, we're not using any dragon moves because this calc is weird about turning off Misty Terrain. No, we are cool. Okay, technically it's not riskless, but it'll be fine. Pre-damage, no. Pre-damage, no, because he'll be a flying type. Just pre-status there. Oh, I hope this works like I think. It's so cool. Switch in, take 1. 4 encores is 4 more. Should be 5. Am I correct? Like, I don't even die to Boom. I don't think Explosion has Poison Touch, but I wouldn't die to it anyway. This is like the fight of unorthodox Sticky Barbs. Last time it was Sticky Barb Ments on low kick. That was a really fun line. We also got the worst possible version of it, but let's not talk about that. Wow, 11:41. I feel like I've been flying and it's still late. Charcoal for overheat, Sticky Barb for delivering, no item for receiving Sticky Barb back, Aspir Berry pre-freeze to be faster, and Encore, 5 Encore PP is good, Rock Gem to prevent Calm Mind, Never Melt, so that Hyper Voice kills. Digging the jazz tonight. Okay. Funny, I did Shandy lead here last time. Overheat's a good move, people. Okay, this is Cinderace for out damage. Everybody out damages me, but this outspeeds. And then it gets Misty Seed, and with Misty Seed gone, and +1 Spadef, which is not relevant. What is relevant is that Acrobatics always kills and Pyreball never kills. So we have guaranteed contact move this turn. Very nice. And then he's a flying type, which is weak to rock. We have Head Smash, so he cannot bulk up this turn. That's 1 turn of Sticky Barb. This is low kick. Hawlucha takes low kick. Fighting type. We are now unburdened. That is 2 Sticky Barbs. The Encore. Low kick has 1 billion PP. That's 3 Sticky Barbs. We don't want to do any damage, so we just spam Encore. W tactic. 4. 5. New Encore set. There's a crit. 6. Go here on low kick. Or not flame bottom. 7. Final low kick. Go Gliscor. 8. 7 HP remaining. No item. Fire type. He can burn me. Doesn't matter. We're not grounded. Sticky Barb returns, and because we switch out, we don't take the damage. I love those setups. Never gets old. We outdamage both. With Tyranitar, we show kill to neither. So we get Muck. Muck can boom. We live boom crit. We're unnerved, so the Shuka Berry gets canceled out. Rock Slide. Rock Gem's just for baiting, so we conserve the gem. And we never bait knockoff. This is pretty likely to poison because of Poison Touch. Doesn't. That's a dead Muck. Very rare that I get to do this mon. Riskless, one-slotted. That feels good. And then this is Drampa, who cannot set up because of the Rock Gem, which is good because we're going to a special attacker. And it's never Psychic, because crit drops Psychic into Quick Claw. Crit can kill us sometimes, but this is Flamethrower, Hyper Voice, which does not have the same issue. Never Melt Hyper Voice always kills. Quick Claw does not matter. So of course it doesn't activate. Colleen. It's a shame we're going to start sacking Pokemon left and right. If you didn't like Hellroom regularly, just you wait. Okay. This fight's weird, but I think it's safe. Because again, Tyranitar's kind of the GOAT. Alright, Misty Terrain is gone. I don't think I bother with... I don't even think Magical Leaf does the job. Oh, right, we have to Shed Shell anyway. Do I care? Oh, Spikes. I don't think I care about Spikes or Rocks either. I should probably put that to the test first. Alright, what do my notes say? Does Trevenant lead with Wide Lens, perhaps? Excuse me. Pre-burn, pre-toxic citrus kind of looks okay. I'm not sure if that calc is real. I probably gotta math that. All right. So we lead with the Deku Tree and Wide Lens. And he can do toxic spikes or regular spikes. We go Horn Leech, which almost always kills. And then we get always fast kill Shandy. Almost feels like we have Screech Payback. Like it doesn't. I think we just go Lumberry. And this can kind of be any Mon. We don't. I think we just have hard 1v1s from there. And we have Screech sound-based moves, so Shandy can't protect. Payback is always going to be boosted. So yeah, I do think I just Lum, so I'm not taking boosted Hex on the turn in, the switch in. And then if the punish is Flamethrower, like Flamethrower crit burn, is still probably fine. Yeah. Or do I just go you and kill? Because you're faster. You're literally faster. Okay, hold on. I know I was probably going to just use Chomp later, but you switch it on random move with Lumberry. Or with pre-toxic Citrus. I could die to Hex crit. King's too slow. You can't switch in. I think I looked at this before, and it was just Tyranitar is just the tankiest of the tanks. Yeah. Okay. So Tyranitar does it, and then probably baits Ninjask. Oh, and we just use like Rock Tomb Caparajah. Yeah. And then I believe Cacturn always loses to as long as we get Drain Punch, Cacturn, or Growth. Is Growth really that scary? Would that be attack, special attack? What if I take +1 into Rabambi? Doesn't matter. Okay. So yeah, Rabambi with a Pecha beats this guy as long as I get Drain Punch. And then we bring Chomp. And what else? I don't think I bother with. I think we just go like Lumberry or Rostberry. Yeah, just go Rostberry on Chomp. redeem tier list. I need you to tell me that the Sutopolis back-to-back is the hardest fight in the game. Slothy, do you have a tier list? I think you linked a tier list like this for me to actually like fill this out. Word. I thought so. Okay. So Sutopolis back-to-back. All right. I don't even know who all these people are. Dewford Black Belt Christian is semi-tricky for early game. We'll say that's hard because you actually have to plan it. It's hard relative to all of the other early game gym battle people. Battle Girl Luna is free. Laura, whatever. All these other guys are free. Is this just the gym battles? Gym trainers and leaders. So this looks like it's in order. Jocelyn can mess you up a little bit. I guess we go like that. And then Brawly is... I don't know. Is Brawly hard? No, I don't think... I think... I guess it's like low tier hard. It's hard to do with Deathless, but it's not... Almost every box can beat Brawly. People just reset and they don't want to have deaths. Myself included. Youngster Josh is free. Tommy has AP. It's easy, but it's not free. Hiker Mark, similar. Roxanne is fine. It's not hard to cook. It's just kind of RNG most of the time. But it's not difficult. It's just sometimes you lose. Guitarist Kirk Pinkerton guy is super easy for almost every box. Sometimes the Drift Plim, like double crit, is a problem. Battlegirl Vivian is... I always get these out of order. The double, the Porygon. That's the that one can trip you up a little bit. That's fine. You got to remember the right items. Forgetting about Unnerve and being slower than the Galvantula is annoying. She's still easy though. She's on the high end of easy. Who cares? This fight is really easy. People just do it in the wrong order. Watson's fine unless you run Penguin. That's a choice. Accuracy Room is overstated how difficult it is. Two of the, again, it's hard for Penguin. It's pretty easy on Ape and Turtle most of the time. Low key, not hard. And at that, and some of these are like relative to the fact that you have to make it to that point in the game. So like, obviously Accuracy Room is harder than these other trainers, but there's kind of like a skill cap built into it, if you will. Like if you've gotten there. So it's almost like relative to the other fights in the game as opposed to like at that point in the game relative than it is just like overall difficulty. Because otherwise you would just like rank order these in terms of point in the game. Speed Room. I think Speed Room is harder than Accuracy Room. For sure. I think it's fine. It can be a challenge. For sure. And in Norman's gym, you're often just choosing ones, you know, you don't choose the ones you're hard countered by. So like, I don't, to say you get box checked by it is kind of funny because you could just do accuracy room. Recovery room is very easy. It's just hard to do it with the other ones. Defense room, you got to deal with rocks. It's like the first real rocks fight. I would call that fine. Crit room is hard, straight up hard to do safely. I think recoil room is fine, and strength room is easy. You either have the guys or you don't. I guess both of these are kind of the same in that regard. You just sort of have the mons or you don't. There's not a lot of routing. It's in the same order every single time. And then Norman is very hard. It's high RNG. You're usually losing mons, and even when you lose your mons, it's not safe. It's very hard in every sense of the word. Lava Ridge Gym. Have I used? Oh yeah, I used to do crit room exclusively as a turtle runner. I'd go accuracy because it's free with turtle, and then I'd go into crit room because turtle takes 3 on the fight, and then you have like 5 mons to do the Empoleon guy. What's his face? The problem is it's hard to get guaranteed attacks out of it without risking being dead to crit. But like Dreadnought, Torterra boxes specifically do it really well. Shell armor, Dreadnought specifically. Kindler Jace is tricky. I put him in fine. When I'm thinking fine, it's like, hey, it can trip you up, but you should be okay. Kindler Cole is not as easy. Lava Ridge Gauntlet. Definitely at least up here. I think that's fine. Kindler Jeff. I don't even think about you, so you go in very easy. Battlegirl Danielle is hard. Hiker Eli is misunderstood. People trip it up a lot. I think it's fine. The Delphox is annoying. Routing, it's tricky, but I think almost every box can do it if you understand how Burnout AI works. Like we were talking about the other day. I think there's more of a knowledge check than a skill check. But it is super niche. Lava Ridge Flannery is the easiest gym leader in the game. Obviously, if you don't have a rock slider, that changes. But like, I'm just assuming that you have like okay stuff, not even great stuff, just okay stuff. It is an easy gym leader. Flannery is a poorly designed fight. Expert Kevin is hard, really hard, especially since you don't know how most of the first time people there don't know how download works. Picnicler Ashley is easy unless you're me. The 4-tree double is very easy. Birdkeeper Darius is fairly easy. Birdkeeper Jared is tricky. I'll look at that fine. Winona is like top end of fine. Nah, she's got Skyman. Like if you don't have Beedrill, it's hard. It's a hard fight, but it's doable. Low end hard. That might be a bit high for Winona. I'll come back to the gym leaders. Preston and Mara is really hard. Blake and Samantha's fine, but these fights can all trip you up. Everything but the bugged ones. Virgil and Nate. Which one is that? Is that the fling fight? I think that's the fling fight. That's easy because that's very easy because it's bugged. Kathleen and Nicholas is very hard. One of the hardest fights in the game, in my opinion. I'll re-tier hard and very hard at the end to do them in order. Hannah and Sylvia. Which one is that? Oh, this is Imprison Fight. Uh, low end hard. Clifford and Macy is free with an average box having Tailwind. Very easy. Tate and Liza's tricky because it's like everyone's trying to do heist, and that makes the fight hard, but the fight by itself is not typically difficult. It's literally just Metagross. And I guess if you don't have a fairy type, the Latios on the first fight is hard, but like almost every box does. It's tough. It's certainly. I think just on the Metagross it gets into hard. Yeah, it's a speed check, but you can lower its speed, right? So if you like, you're also at the point of the game where sacks are okay. So like, you sack into Metagross, you definitely have something that lives a hit. You click a Rock Tomb, and you're cool. Yeah, it's Metagross and not losing your items to Magician on Focus Sash at the end. But like the 8 mons are designed for you to have all of the immunities. Right? Like it's crazy that Heist wasn't intended to be in the game because the fight looks like it was custom built for you to heist it. Yeah, but considering that like literally almost everyone is Petalburg delaying, so you're 50% to not just have a fairy, but you are 50% or better to have it prim specifically. And then there's lots of Azu chances. Like, yeah, you probably have a fairy. And I've been there with Greninja. I've been there fairyless. It's still doable. You might lose a mon, but there's so many fast, slow turn move situations. Sutopolis double. I think Juan is talked about like it's a really hard fight, and I don't think it is. I think Juan is just tricky. But he's harder than like these random fights. Let me get the leaders up here higher. And then so I can more easily redo them. Sutopolis double into single is hard and box checky. I think I've always found this to be very hard because of the double hazards mons and hail, but at least you get the pre-damage for it in the previous fight. Probably like the low end of the very hard. I think Lady Daphne's the free one. She's easy. Pokefan Bethany is insanely hard. Last Chrissy that's the one with the Raichu that sees the wrong damage. It's fine. Sutopolis back to back. This thing is demon. And then this double is fine. Okay. So let's redo the very, very hard, and let's get the correct order on. Oh, you're preaching to the choir. I had to get Milotic pre-burned with Flame Orb on the previous fight to do that in my original winning run. And then heal it and give it a Lepa Berry. I couldn't afford to hold. I needed to be pre-burnt, and I needed to hold a different item. And then you know what we did with Milotic? We clicked Slack Off, or Recover, and we watched Sandslash die to Life Orb. And then we baited Greninja. And we watched Greninja die to Hail. And we just let rocks and spikes go up. It's a beautiful day. Milotic is an amazing Pokemon and is misunderstood. But I digress. All right, this is obviously the wrong order so far. All right. I think Juan's still hard. It's harder than Crit Room, yeah. I think that Watson is harder to plan than Roxanne because in Roxanne you really don't get to plan around the AP boosts; they just happen, right? Like you either have to risk double sleep or AP boost. You almost never, other than when you have Hitmonlee or like Eldegoss stuff, can play around both. And Watson Eel setting up on you is a real thing. Sometimes a single crit messes up the bait order, and sometimes you just don't have a Rotom or a Lantern guy. So, I think Watson is fine. It's fair, but it's the hardest of like the fine fights. I think that's correct. And then where's Brawly? Where did I put Brawly? Brawly's easier than Watson, right? But it's harder than Roxanne. Yeah. And then Winona's harder, but you have so many more tools. But it just has more ability to wipe you with like boost on Volcarona and Unburden Lucha and the Skyman. Like you do have to be very, very precise. Even though there's great stuff for that fight, it's still hard to route. It's so easy to throw. Juan's definitely harder than Winona. Crit Room, you go down here. I think Juan is also harder than Tate and Liza. It's funny. In my head, Juan is easy, but clearly, like, you have Urshifu though. Like, it's so free with Urshifu Togi, which so many people have, and you can fish up a lead most of the time. Yeah, they're kind of all in the same ballpark though. Is Expert Kevin harder than Winona? I think it is on average. Danielle's getting too much credit. I think Danielle, she's easy on Turtle, but she's hard everywhere else. So go there. All right. In the very, I think I have the correct very hard tier. That it's Norman's really hard. Do I have Norman as the hardest gym leader? Is that real? Brawly, Roxanne, Watson, Norman, Flans Free, Winona. Tate and Liza won. Yeah, Norman's the hardest. Yeah. Bethany has been brutal for me every single time. I've done that part of the game like 5 times, and Bethany has been brutal every time. The Dutopolis back-to-back, I think, is, for me, the second hardest fight in the game. Sutopolis gym trainers cook me every time. Kathleen and Nicholas, I think, is harder than Preston and Mora for the average box. Obviously, you have your 31 speed guy packed Hammy. It's not as bad. If you have Togi too, but like these aren't as common as you might think they would be. I think this double and back-to-back is harder than Preston and Mara because you don't get to build your custom 16. All right, that's my tier list. I feel good about that. I haven't done all of these in order, just the hard and very hard. I guess I have to do this. Whoop. Thank you for the redeem. I hope you're satisfied with my my takes. Yes, that fight is as hard as you think it is. Okay, and then we just bring like a poison type. What poison type do I bring? I think I bring Nidoking because it just matches up kind of well into everybody, so I can soak up spikes whenever I want to. Right, so it's 5 1v1s and a Nidoking. Yeah, I like that. Raja, that's right. Big Ja. Okay. And we're a ghost type, so we switch out. That's why we're doing this guy. All right, I think this is the final one, and then we get to pull and counter. No Shed Shell, Shandy first. Should be fine. Okay, we didn't min roll, so we're cool. We get Wandering Spirit, which is fine. We get Rocks, which is fine. Fast kill Shandy. We're a ghost type. We can switch out. We take Rocks. Take Flamethrower. We don't get burnt. Payback always kills. We're Lum. Payback value. I think this is going to be... Ooh, it's Ninjask. It surprises me. You have kill with Ninjask? Yes, 2 rolls of Leech Life kill. Go to Ja. Just another leaving rocks up the whole timeline. Sorry, I need to ban this person. Alright, I think Rock Tomb and Heavy Slam both do the job. This guy is Focus Band, but he's a bum. We've had more Focus Bands. Have we had more Focus Bands than Quick Claws? I think we've had 2 of each. Alright, this is Fire Blast Slow King. Yeah, we can just go here, it's fine. Earthquake usually kills. We min roll, and then Grass Knot confirms the range. Was that? I thought I was like a 99% range there. 94. Okay, so it wasn't min roll, but we low rolled. And then 1. This is Seed Bomb. And we did make the switch to Citrus, so we're fine here. So we take Seed Bomb and then we get Citrus. And now it's Quick Claw. And he doesn't get it, and he dies. All right, Deathless Grunts up to Hellroom, which we need because it ain't going to be Deathless from here. No shot. It's going to be bloody. It's going to be painful. That's life. Which is a shame, because 7 deaths at Norman, 11 deaths here with Double Boom. Couldn't have really been fewer deaths. Most I've ever had at this point. But it's still a decent count. All right. Now, I'm told that this room is the tiny little room before I reach Hell Room, the one that you can access. And so we have most of this duped. It's just Charizard, Cyndaquil, Quilava, which is Hisuian, I believe. Well, we get to choose. Okay. We just level up at Mount Pyre. Got it. Okay. So it's 1 out of 3, or we get stinking Charizard, which would suck. Just what we needed, another overheat mon. Yay. And what are our other options? If I don't want to do that, I can try to pull Hellroom itself. Flygon in Hellroom probably would actually help our box a lot. Luna, Rona, Camerupt, Charizard. But this is still, so this would be 2-to-1 Flygon over Charizard instead of 1-3. This would be Hisui, Lily, or Vic only, or Charmander, Charmeleon. Wow, Xer really wants me to have that. Or Victory Bell, Granbull. So I think the only viable choices are Flygon, Charizard in Hellroom, or which I don't think I have the mons to catch it with only one Shed Shell. I think NG plus Room 5 is a terrible idea. Yeah, who's taking that? Who's taking those moves? Plus, you kind of need a cracked Flygon. And I have so many ground types. So no, we're gonna try to get Cyndaquil Quilava. It's 1 out of 3. We're 2/3 Charizard, which is a low roll, but that's just we are at the point where we kind of need to high roll. You just have to. I think these are level 70. So this is going to be Flare Blitz, Dragon Pulse, Flamethrower, Dual Wing Beat. Well, at least it would be a Dual Wing Beat mon. We don't have one. I'm sure I could find use for Charizard. What the heck does okay there? And if I'm wrong about this being the room, then I'll just I don't know what it's not. I'm not taking the encounter accidentally. That's not my rule set. We don't have anything that resists all of this stuff, so kind of looks like Altaria might be the best lead. Like Mega Altaria, because he's got 3 moves that I resist. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Yeah, this could be legitimately difficult to catch. And I can't damage it because of Flare Blitz, it's just going to damage itself. Okay, who's my last guy? You're pretty specially bulky. Maybe we just use you. How are we doing on Pokeballs? Quick Dusk Ultra Timer is enough. Do I feel that most boxes feel unique in Run and Bun? No, I don't. I think that most boxes are intentionally or unintentionally quite strong in early game and quite similar. And then in late game, you actually get, you know, your guaranteed Urshifu, which warps the entire game around it. So, I don't at all. One of the reasons I've really enjoyed NG Plus and Plus Plus is because they have felt unique. Not having the mons that you beat the game with before has been really fun. And hard. Can't rely on tried and true strats. Yeah, I know. I think that most early game runs feel kind of the same no matter what. And then they kind of start to feel unique after Surf Sim, because Surf Sim's pretty... You get a lot of different stuff there. Developing a hack now in the sameness is something you're trying to avoid. Yeah, the hard part is some of it's self-inflicted. Run and Bun has a ton of early game encounter variety that most of us just ignore because we want, you know, Guy Packed Hamilton. Diversity is really hard to balance. I think balancing in general is the hard part. Like, I think Run and Bun's done a pretty good job of it. But at the end of the day, I think the one thing that this game, if I'm gonna like hyper critique it, the hardest fights in this game kind of often only have one way to route them, which makes them feel stale even if the Pokemon are different, you're doing the same thing. It's very hard to be not to be an RNG simulator. Hard to agree with that. It's well said. Oh, I didn't even prepare for the other mon, which I... Burn Up Eruption Double-Edged Flamethrower. So you damage yourself too. That'll be fine. And it's hard enough to catch these mons. I don't care if I'm like getting trapped in. I'm not worried about this stuff anymore. That's for original runs. My early play testers are running into similar problems where it's, yeah, I think that's what like ruins a game to me is like, well, I'm not picking up a game that's not hard in the first place, but skill hard versus luck hard is really, really difficult to build in, and that's why I've loved this game so much. This is the first hack that was more about your ability to play than about your ability to reset and find the best Pokemon or the best versions of Pokemon. Finding that balance where, like, how do I say this? Where the average group of encounters can win. So, like, and the hard part is that the demons of the game create that. So if you don't have your demon Pokemon, then you're not going to have, right? Like, Mega Pidgeot in this game is brutal, and it means that anything that counters it is automatically valuable. All right, so supposedly this is room 6/7, and that's the assumption we're running on. You fear this is still 2-4. I'm just going to test it because, again, I thought I was allowed to get this encounter before Hell Room, and I am willing to find out. If it's room 2-4, is room 6 or 7 available at all? Is there like a way that I can know this? I know it's after. Yeah, I thought that this was the same place, and that's why it was here, but I could be wrong. You know, it's going to take me less time to just find out. So we're going to save. And we'll find out when we find a mon that's only in one and not the other, which is pretty much everything but Houndoom. Live playtest. Two to four. It's a doof. It's a dupe, friends. No. So I can't get access to Qualaba before Hellroom, which means I'm kind of doomed. So I guess this is room 4, this is room 3. This is room 2. Like, how does this make sense? Oh, so is that this? Hold on. What is that? Oh. Let me in. I want a ghost type. I need it. I need a ghost type that's not weak to fire. Help. Help. Right, so this is room 1. We're in room 1. So surely, when there's only one door, room 2. So then this would be room 3. Still, nothing else it could be yet. And so then this is room 4. And that is where it stops making sense, because if that is room 4, how is this room 4? Perhaps. It only matters in such specific places. Like, the community will do it. I mean, I just want the labeling to make sense, and this doesn't. Who is that guy? Who has the bottom of a staircase? It's this. I think supposedly it's this guy. That, like, somehow I can, like, that this is, right, it's underneath here. It's the only person that has, it's this. It's this room. It's room 2 again. That's what they're saying. Or is it room 3? I don't know, but this is the dude that I'm looking at. This little area down here. Okay. It does make sense. You just have to think way too hard about it. This is bad, team. This is very bad for us. Now I have to sleep on this decision, I guess. I don't know what to do about that. Does an average Charizard outspeed Groudon is a question? An average Charizard does outspeed Guy. And does nothing unless we have the Fire Gem and really good special attack. So it's not even really a lead. It's not expected to be a lead, I should say. Unless we catch it as... Unless we caught room 5... No. Charmeleon. It'd have to be Charmeleon. So we would have to get room 2 Charmeleon over 30% grass type. We don't want... I don't think we want Victory Bell. Even though our Rose is terrible, I think Victory is just no better. It's worse. Right, it's less special. It's not bulky on either side, at least. At least Rose is bulky on the Spadef side. Oh, it's such a I was so sure that that little room was gonna save the run, and now I just have to freaking do Hell Room with Trevenant, who can't come to any of the fights. I'm so cooked. Here's what I've found so far. Every fight is a guaranteed sack because I only have one shed shell. Let's start there. The question is, ideally I can not wipe while having a guaranteed sack. The only way to prevent myself from taking Kangaskhan Fake Out is to go Fake Out Close Combat Infernape, and then doing so would mean I get Crobat for Hurricane. The way to get Hurricane to be less likely would be to pre-damage so that I'm down to 1 HP and I get full random, and then something just has to be able to live full random, kill Crobat, and die a heroic death to whatever comes in next. Which sounds like a fantastic strat. So that's like the just screw it, I'm done with this game kind of play. And I only have one shed shell. Instead, I'm trying to have a little more control so I don't just lose to double confused self-hit. Oh, plus this would have to be Persum. It'd have to be Persum, and I could still lose to, like, it chooses Heat Wave. It crits me once. So there's no safe way to do that. The only way for me, other than that I found, is Aurasphere Zam. So if we black belt Aurasphere with a 1 H, not a 1 HP Zam. Well, we could 1 HP Zam actually, but we'll just 85% is fine. We deal, oh no, because crit kill, right? That's the problem. So we would 1 HP Zam. It can't fake out because fake out gets the -9, so it doesn't. How does that? It's -20. Sorry, it gets -20 for fake out because we're inner focus. So it can't click that over fast kill, slow kill return. So we Aurasphere. If we kill with crit, we die. If we don't kill with crit, we die. And then we need to deal 38% to this guy. And Volt Switch doesn't do it. So we have to go to a U-turn friend. Sure, Orbital, why not you? So we go to, oh, excuse me. So we go to Orbital, we lagging tail U-turn, not lagging tail, we slow U-turn, then we go Manectric and we fast Volt Switch. Manectric's at 87%. And on the fast Volt Switch, we now have a Shed Shell Mon, so we can Oh, right. I haven't killed Centiskorch yet. Sorry, I was trying to get cute with Future Sight. So let's say it's Gliscor. So we Gliscor, U-turn into Manectric, Volt Switch. We choose our Soul Shed Shell Mon that needs to bait HP Grass. All right, let's say it's Swampert. Swampert baits HP Grass. Say I go into Orbital, I slow U-turn. Into Manectric. U-turn doesn't even do enough. Yikes. Okay. So I'd have to Bug Buzz, then U-turn, then go to Manectric and Volt Switch KO. This is even magnet damage too. Yikes. I don't have to Volt Switch KO there. But if I Volt Switch KO, hold up. Oh, right. Isn't the problem here that base Chomp doesn't? Base Chomp would bait Toxapex, if I remember correctly, was the problem. I guess I could go back to Pert and just click a Rock Tomb. Why can't regular Chomp? Where are you? Regular Chomp. Regular Chomp Rock Tomb does not always kill because he's leech lifing and he can recover. So we would have to like... Oh, and we couldn't go to Swampert because Swampert would potentially get Coil. Double protect into Coil would be disastrous. So we just send Muscle Band guy. Yeah, I think we would send Muscle Band. And then if we get toxic, things can get really bad. They just can. Which is why we would send this range instead. Any chance a candy fixes the range? It does. One candy would confirm the range. And then I could never die. This 80 base Chomp. Alright. Still no kill. So yeah, so that works. Single sack. I can do the first guy. But it's 6 mons with a guaranteed sack, and that sack's doing 70% to Kangaskhan. So if you thought I could do it without, good luck. Maybe I could like Electric Gem. Does 38% Manectric. You are just so bad. Honestly. Like, at least Electrode had resistances. Imagine being a less bulky and not doing any more damage somehow version. I don't care that your special attack stat is higher. You are trash. Alright, so that's one. This one, funny enough, is the easy one. Alright, we need a slow U-turn. So we go Lagging Tail Gliscor. We take a Fake Out, and then we take something. We go to Heracross, who will be pre-burned and Shed Shell. Heracross close combat just KOs Grimmsnarl. And then we will be -1/-1, and we outspeed everything except Jumpluff, who will click Air Slash. Again, we are required to sack. The only question is, whom? Whom do we sack? And I think the correct answer is Aurorus. I'm not 100% sure of that, but what I'm thinking at the moment. Auroras dodges 1,000 flinches and KOs Jump Bluff. We are out of shed shells, but we can hold a hard stone, and we can show fast kill to Turtonator so it never comes in. Licky Licky is only ever or 1 speed point faster, so it's just Incineroar for out damage always. We die because game design, and then we go back to Heracross, who kills with close combat, and then Heracross shows fast kill to both. So, I'm sorry, it shows fast kill to one of them. Incorrect by me. So we click Rock Tomb, we eject this guy, we get Licky Licky, it go boom, we have Ghost type, and then we get Guaranteed Overheat, and on Guaranteed Overheat we can go to any number of mons and win, like Mega Chomp, Swampert. Swampert is good enough with the Rock Tomb chip. Rock Tomb chip of 50%. Yeah. And there's no way to die with protects before we get an Earthquake off. So that's a 5-mon line that's essentially riskless, guaranteed sack, and that's the easy part. That's as far as I've gotten. The Galvantula trainer looks horrendous. We only have 1 Rapid Spin Mon, and that Mon is dead to Thunder. Thank you, Starmie. So we don't get to we don't get to get rid of Sash. The only way we have to prevent webs is Fake Out Overheat, and we don't have a Hydreigon to take Psychic Scorching Sands. The only mon we have that takes that combo is Honchkrow, and then Honchkrow would have to be sacked immediately. But we could do that. Excuse me. Quick check. If I have a mon that outdamages everyone in Fight 2, but but is outsped by everyone after ejecting Turt. Gotcha. On Grunt 2, you've KO'd Grimmsnarl. You have a mon that outdamages everyone. You eject Turtonator with something that's slower than... Sorry, it's oh my god, it's 1 a.m. I need to go to bed. Dead, eject. Slower, slower, slower. Monkey! Welcome in, friend. I'm just about to raid out. Yes, Spirit. It's just team order for outspeed if you're not dead and you outdamage. You are not dead. Wait a minute. You outdamage everybody, so the only thing they can get is +1 for being faster. Yes. So if you're below, if you are 103 speed and below, and you like show kill to everybody, it's Licky Licky. Yeah, I lost a Pyroar on my original winning run to getting that wrong. Yeah, 1 a.m. is the wrong time, but I really wanted to finish the grunts so I get an encounter that I found out I couldn't get. Monkey, I hope your travels have been going well. We did the non-Hellroom grunts deathless, and now we are moving. Now we are at the bloodbath part of the run. Night Spirit. Oh my god, of course Dylan's still alive. Uneventful traveling fun travels. Good things. Monkey, we've cooked some stuff for you while you're away. I hope you enjoy.